Welcome back to my channel. My name's the Disney Darling, and if you're interested in anything Disney related or travel related, please be a darling and subscribe to my channel. So today, guys, my real life best friend and YouTube bestie, Anna Grace, who I will link her info down below, has tagged me in another tag. This one is marriage related. My best friend and I both got married in the same month. My anniversary is August the 5th. Her anniversary is August the 31st. So we got married in the same month, which was interesting. But anyway, without further ado, this tag is about 12 things that brides regret not doing at their wedding. So I'm just gonna go through the list and tell you if I regret it or not. So the first one is paying extra for non-watermarked photos. So I honestly did not have a professional photographer at my wedding. A guy that has been a mentor to me my entire life at my church, he offered to take all the photos for our wedding. He is our church's photographer, so he does have experience. He's just not a professional photographer. He offered to do it for us for absolutely no charge, and you know, I would not have changed that experience for the entire world, because to know that you're that loved, that someone would be willing to do that for you, I wouldn't change it for the world. So that's not a regret for me. Number two, the open bar dilemma. So I think a lot of brides have issues with the, you know, you either do an open bar or like dealing with that, or like you don't do anything, or you do cocktails. So it's this whole big dilemma. For me, I do not drink, so we didn't even have alcohol at our wedding. So that's not really a problem for me. Number three, Miss to Mrs. subscription box. Going back in time, if money was not an option, I would have loved to get a subscription box. I honestly, with everything going on, I didn't even think about it. I planned my wedding while I was a senior in college and I was student teaching, so I definitely did not have time to really worry about a subscription box. But I will say I do kind of regret it. I wish I would have gotten one. All right, number four, skipping ceremony food. So my husband and I did not eat at all during our wedding. I mean, maybe I grabbed one little, like we had like meat skewers. I might have grabbed one and ate it, but I legitimately did not have the time to eat, and I was not hungry. I pretty much did not eat anything from the rehearsal dinner all the way until maybe 2 hours after our wedding. I just couldn't eat. I was so excited to be getting married. I didn't think of food. I was just over the moon happy to get married. I don't know. I'm weird, I guess. But anyway, I do not regret not eating. However, I kind of do, because we paid so much money for food. It would have been nice to know if it was good or not. Nobody complained that it was bad. I think everybody said they liked it, but it still would have been nice to, you know, have eaten the food we paid for. But anyway, moving on. Number five, our first dance song. So brides not putting enough time into that first dance. I know I read in the article that a lot of brides don't even think about it till it's too late. I was kind of in that boat. I knew I had a first dance that I had to worry about, but I was worried about more other important things in the first dance. We danced to From the Ground Up by Dan and Shay. We did take one dancing class. And I think that was enough to make it okay. I liked our dance, it was fine. But if I could go back in time and had more time, I would have loved to take dance classes for probably, 6 to 7 different classes. I do regret that, wish I could have done it, but that's just not the reality that we were in at that moment. Number 6, hotel for the wedding night. Okay, so my husband and I went on our honeymoon to Disney, and we did half of it the night, like the half of the drive the night after we got married. So we went to Savannah, and we were living in Columbia at the time separately, but we were both living in the Columbia area. So we hopped in our car right after the wedding and drove straight to Savannah instead of getting a hotel right near the venue. And a lot of brides regret that. We were not in that boat. I will let you know that. So I was starting my first job teaching 7 days after we said I do. So we had exactly 7 days from the wedding until I started my first job teaching. So we did not have time to kind of just slowly roll about it. So we went straight to Savannah, If I had all the time in the world, 100%, I would suggest to stay at your venue that night, or not at your venue, but stay near your venue. It just makes it a lot more simpler, and you can kind of get down to business, if you know what I mean. Anyway, number 7, I'm sorry guys. Number 7, not giving your photographer a photo checklist. Okay, so my biggest regret in this is I gave my photographer so many suggestions of photos, because he's like, hey, send me a few photos you like and I'll try to do it. And so I was crazy, and I saw tons of photos I wanted, and I showed him all of them. So what I really should have done is I should have picked just a few that I really, really liked, and then kind of just let him do his own thing, because a lot of the ones that I liked the most he didn't do, but it's because I gave him a humongous list. So I definitely regret that. Number 8, picture perfect arms. So that's saying pretty much that brides regret not working out more or not being perfect for their wedding day. And I definitely can say, me personally, I kind of regret it, because I'm a hefty girl, pride to us, but I kind of wish that I would have been a little more trim for my wedding day, since the pictures, are ones that you're going to look at for the rest of your life. I'm not super upset about it, but it is something that I wonder, if I was a little bit slimmer, would the pictures have turned out a little better? I don't know, but it is what it is. Number 9. Skin saver. So pretty much I was like, what does that mean? But I looked at the article, and it's pretty much saying that you have a routine for your skin, your makeup, and everything on your wedding day. Okay, that's the biggest regret, I guess, of the entire thing. I had my makeup person not be able to make it the day of the wedding, and I had no idea that was going to happen, so I had to do my makeup alone. And I'm not saying that I'm bad at makeup, but I'm not amazing. So I didn't have that picture perfect look on my wedding day, and that's something that I really regret, because my other friends have had makeup people at their weddings that have done me as bridesmaids, and I looked kicking then, kicking. And it's during my wedding, I was still beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like my makeup was better at other weddings, and that's a big regret of mine. So yeah, make sure the day of the wedding, if you're not getting your makeup done, you definitely have a skin routine makeup you're gonna do, and make sure that you either have someone there that can do your makeup the way you want it to be, or you know how to do it the way you want it to be, and you practice, because that's one of my biggest regrets, and it forever will be. Number 10, the dress switch. Okay, so I read in the article, and there's 2 things for this. Some brides regret not wearing that one wedding dress for the entire wedding, because some brides will switch into a different dress. I did not, however. I wore my wedding dress the entire time, did not change at all. We did the send-off in the dress. I will say that right before we went on our honeymoon, I switched into a different dress, because like I said, we had a 3-hour drive. But, I kind of wish that I would have been in that wedding dress showing up to the hotel, because that's kind of been a dream of mine. There's this meme, or not meme, but GIF, that you see on your phone, where the bride and the groom are bouncing up and down on the bed, and she has her wedding dress on. That's kind of my dream. And I didn't let that happen, because my dress was so huge. I just was I can't do this. I can't ride like this. So that's one big regret I have. Knowing where my honeymoon would have been when I picked out the dress, I think that I probably would have gotten a less poofy dress, and I think I would have worn it all the way to the hotel. So guys, thank you so much for coming. This is the 12 things brides regret not doing at their weddings. I'm going to tag... any bride, any person that's about to get married, anybody that wants to talk about their wedding on here that's, also a YouTuber. I'm not tagging anyone specific this time, because, I don't know everybody's personal love history right now quite yet. So guys, if you want to do this tag, please do it. Let me know in the comments down below so I can come see you. Thank you so much for coming, guys. Bye-bye. Till next time. Bye-bye, my darlings. Bye.